Alright guys, we are back for more of my 26th birthday special. We just did a game of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii, and that was a whole lot of fun. And we did manage to take home $10,800, which was a pretty good total there. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Wheel of Fortune for the Nintendo Wii. Let's see how we're going to do on this game.
Welcome everybody to Wheel of Fortune.
Thank you, Passe Jack. And for the stage that we're going to play on for this segment, let's go to New York City. And speaking of Passe Jack, you might know that from this past year, he retired being host of Wheel of Fortune, but he's actually hosting one more year of the Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, which is actually going on right now as at the time that I am recording this. So it is nice to see Passe Jack host a little bit more for that version.
From New York City, here are the stars of America's Game, Passe Jack and Hannah White.
Thank you, Charlie. Hi, folks. Thank you very much. Sorry, I have to go, but I'll see you later. Hi, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing great, Pat.
Money right now, $1,000 toss-up.
Alright, let's get to our $1,000 toss-up.
Is the category.
Alright, things is the category.
Let's have it, player one.
Diverse cultures. And we got $1,000 just like that.
Player one. Get ready. We're going to do the $2,000.
Alright, moving on to the $2,000 toss-up.
Food and drink.
Alright, food and drink is the category this time.
And it's player one.
Bagels and lox.
Nice.
Alright, another $2,000.
All right, you got $2,000. Charlie, what you got?
Alright, let's go to Charlie O'Donnell.
Welcome to the jackpot round, and here's tonight's feature.
And our feature prize is a trip to Jamaica.
Relax on one of the amazing beaches, explore the many scenic natural wonders, or shop at one of Jamaica's bustling marketplaces. $8,000.
Place is our next.
Alright, we're looking for a place in this first round, and it's a prize puzzle already. Very nice.
That's our puzzle, and here goes player one.
Alright, let's spin the wheel.
To spin the wheel.
And we are going to start with
Come on, big money.
2,500.
500.
T.
You got it.
And there are two T's, so we're going to get $5,000 out of that. I'd like to buy a vowel.
Let's have
E.
the button. Yes, there is an E.
And there's an E. I'll buy another vowel.
All
A.
right, oh, sorry.
Oh, there's no A. Alright, let's go to player two. $300.
300. No.
But there's no C, so now it's player three's turn. $500.
500. No.
There's no D. Alright, back to me. $800.
800.
N.
There is an E.
And there's an N.
Oh.
Alright, I'll spin again. $500.
500.
S.
There must be some S's. How many?
There are two S's. I will buy an I.
There's two of them.
Two I's. I'll spin. 300.
300.
G.
Yes.
And there's one G.
Could be
600.
600.
R.
Yes, there is an R.
And there's an R. I'll buy an O.
All right, a vowel. There are two of those.
2 O's. I'll buy the last vowel, the
All
U.
right, vowel of one of them.
And there's one
All the
U.
vowels are gone.
I don't quite know what it is yet, so I'm gonna have to spin. $5.50.
550.
L.
Yep, we got two letters for you. Let's get those up there.
There are 2 L's, and I know what it is. $300.
300.
B.
One of them.
And there's a B.
Keep it going.
Oh! One too short of the million. That hurts.
Come on, baby.
Player 2 has a chance of that wild card.
Wild card. Choose
And there's no H. Oh, player 3 solving. Bustling Metropolis. And it was also a prize puzzle here, so player 3 is going to win something here.
What do we have, Charlie?
And he's going to get himself a trip to Rome.
In Rome, experience the awe-inspiring Vatican Museum and St. Peter's Basilica and the ancient wonder of the Roman Colosseum. $8,500.
Congratulations. You
So it's a shame that that bankrupt ended up screwing me up right there at the end of that first round right here, but it is still early. We got some time to bounce back. Alright, let's move on to round 2.
The category for this one is in the kitchen.
Alright, we're looking for it in the kitchen this
Here
time.
goes player 2.
$500.
500. There is an
And there's one R.
player 2 is going to. You got it.
2 E's. $900.
900. You
But there's no S.
Sorry.
Alright, over to player 3.
Keep it going.
300.
One of them. There you go.
And there's a C. Now player 3 has a chance of that wild card.
Playing the wild. No, sorry.
But there's no T. Alright, my turn. $300.
300.
N.
Sorry.
Oh, there's no N. $900.
900.
But there's no L. Alright, back to player 3.
And your vowels.
It's gonna buy an I, and there's no I.
Get out of there.
Ah, now we get a bankrupt. Well, at least I didn't have any money to lose, so it could have been worse.
All right, a vowel for what? Yes, there is an A.
There's an A.
big money.
At 450. There's no D. Alright, back over to player 3.
This will be
And he's gonna get a free play.
good opportunity here.
But there's no M, but he does get another turn.
Free play, so this one is
300.
300.
And there's no Y, so we go back to me. $500.
500.
G.
Yep, we got 2 letters for you. Let's get those up there.
And there are 2 G's. I'd like to buy a vowel.
Let's have your
O.
There is an O.
And there's an
The
O.
vowels are gone.
I think I know it now, but I'm gonna go ahead and spin.
Come on.
Oh, there's that trip to Jamaica!
The score big.
P!
There is a
And there's a P, so we get to pick up the trip to Jamaica.
Pick up that prize.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and solve it.
Okay, go for it, player.
Egg poacher.
Yeah, congratulations. Not only did you win some cash, but you also picked up...
Alright, we're up to $11,750 right now after that round, and we just got ourselves a trip to Jamaica, which is very fantastic.
We'd like these totals to grow, and hopefully they will, right after this.
Alright, moving on to the mystery round.
Welcome to the mystery round.
Okay, everybody, event is the
Alright, we're looking for an event this time.
Player 3, your start.
$300.
300. Nope, sorry.
There's no L. Alright, my turn. $3,500. T.
Yes.
There are 2 T's, and that is worth $7,000. Alright, I'll buy an E,
Yes, there is an E.
and there's an E. I'll spin. And it's gonna be 900. H.
There is an H.
And there's 1 H. I will buy an A.
Yes, there is an A.
And there's an A. I'll buy an I as well.
Oh, 2 of them.
2 I's. I'll spin. $450.
450.
N.
There must be some N. How many?
There are 2 N's. $400.
400.
G.
Yes.
There's 1 G.
Yeah. Hey, hey, ha, ha.
This could be.
Now we have a chance for that wild card. R.
There are 2 of those.
2 R's, and we get to pick up the wild card.
You can now use the wild card from the action select screen.
Alright, I'll buy a vowel.
Player
O.
This one, there must be some O's. How many?
And there are 2 O's. Alright, I will spin.
This could be.
Now we get a chance for that gift tag.
Nice.
C.
There are 2 of those.
2 C's, and we get to pick up the gift tag.
Go on and pick up that gift tag.
And I think I may know what this puzzle is now. Alright, I'm gonna keep going. Oh, it's a loser turn.
Sorry, gotta go to the next
Oh, well. Player 2 lands on that mystery wedge.
Oh, sorry.
But there's no D. Oh boy, 3,500 for player 3. And there's no F, so it's back to me. $400.
400.
Y.
1. But then.
And there's a Y.
Hey.
And again with the loser turn.
Not the wedge we were looking for. You can stop anytime.
And 600. There's no P. Okay, let's head to player 3. $300.
Yep, we got 2.
Yeah, there's 2 S's.
Up
Hey.
300.
300.
And there's no F. Alright, let's go back to me. I would like to try to get that $1 million wedge. That sure would be nice. Oh, come on! Right when I was asking for that $1 million wedge, we were one too many on it, and we have to give up both the give tag and the wild card. That is embarrassing. 300.
300.
There's no J.
Sorry.
Alright, over to player 3. $500.
500. Nope.
There's no W. Alright, let's go back to me. $350.
350.
B.
Yes.
And there's a B. Alright, let's go ahead and spin one more time. Alright, we have one more chance of that $1 million wedge, but we're not going to get it. 300.
300.
K.
There is a K. No.
So there's one K, and only vowels are left, so let's solve it.
We've got a solution attempt here. Let's see.
Biking across the country.
Yep, that's it. We have a house minimum of $1,000, so we'll give you that.
Alright, we're going to get $1,000 there for that round, and that brings my score up to $12,750. Alright, let's get ready for the $3,000 toss-up.
All right, it's toss-up time again. $3,000. People is the category.
Alright, people is the category.
It's all set, and here we go. Player 1.
Elected judges.
Aren't you the clever?
Alright, there's $3,000.
The winner of that toss-up was player 1, and they're going to give that wheel a spin.
Alright, let's see what our category is for this round.
And the category is around the house.
It's an around the
We're going to
house.
start player 1.
$500.
500.
N.
There is an N.
And there's an N.
Yeah!
300. How about T? There's no T. Alright, so it's player 2's turn. 500.
500. No.
There's no S. And it's time for the final spin.
All right, I'm going to spin it. Each consonant is worth $1,000 plus whatever I land on.
Alright, vowels worth nothing. Consonants worth. Well, looks like we gotta give the wheel another spin since it landed on a bankrupt.
This could be good for you.
Oh, almost landed on the 5,000, but it looks like consonants are going to be worth 1,600 apiece. Alright, there is no D. Alright, I will go with an R.
You got it.
There are 2 R's. But there's no way I can solve it right now.
Player 2.
There are 2 E's.
No money for vowels, but they can be important. And you get to 15 seconds. Player 3. No.
There's no M. G.
1.
There's 1
Now
G.
you have 15 seconds to try to solve the puzzle if you
Still don't know what it is.
wish. Player 2. Yes, there is an A.
There's an A.
It can be useful even though they aren't worth anything. Player 3. There is an
There's
L.
1 L.
Once Vanna is done with the letters, you'll have 15 seconds. Player 1.
H.
Sorry.
There's no H. There's no U either.
Not in this puzzle.
No Y. C.
1.
There's 1 C.
In 15 seconds, starting now.
I don't know it yet.
Player 2. You know
There's
what?
no J.
No, sorry. Oh, sorry.
There's no B. I.
Yes. No money for the vowel, but you get 15.
And there are 2 I's. I know what the second word is now, but I don't know the first one.
No.
There's no V.
Yes, there is an O.
And there's an
Go
O.
on now. Player 1.
F.
There is an
And there's an F.
Okay, 15 seconds if you want to solve.
God, I still don't know it. What could that first word even be?
There is
And there's a P.
15 seconds if you want to take a crack at that.
Oh, player 2 is gonna solve it. A working fireplace. Okay.
All right, you won some more money.
But thankfully, we are still going to the bonus round with a total of $15,750.
Well, you ready for more? You're a big winner, and we'll be moving on to the bonus round in just a minute.
Alright, let's see if we can win ourselves a nice bonus prize.
Spin that wheel and get some more money.
Oh, I will. I'm going to get the wheel full blast. And we're going to land on the end and spin.
We've got our envelope now. The category is...
We're trying to solve a phrase.
R-S-T-L-N-E. Pick 3 more consonants in a
I'm just going to go with CDMA.
Let's see, what do we get?
Okay.
All right, you have 80 seconds to work this out. Good luck.
Not quite quite sure about this. Court appeal? No. God. I don't know what this could be.
I'm afraid not.
Curb appeal!
Sorry you couldn't take this prize home as well.
Well, we only lost out $25,000, but it's alright. So we're gonna win $15,750 there. Curb appeal was actually what I was thinking right there, but I should have thought of that. But it happens.
Everybody, here are the
But at least we're still walking away with some money, as we won $15,750, like I said, so can't complain too much about that. But we were able to take home one prize in this game, which is a trip to Jamaica, so I'm at least pretty satisfied about that. So there were some parts of this game that we could have done a little bit better, but as long as we still got that win, that's all that is really important. So anyways, that is going to do it for Wheel of Fortune for the Nintendo Wii as part of my 26th birthday special, but we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.